Today I'm starting off at the Goodwill in Oxford, and to be honest, it's such a small store in relation to the home goods stuff. It's not often that I find much here, but I always like to stop in because you just never know. And then after this, I think I'm going to go to a new thrift store about 5 miles away that I haven't been to. And then after that, it might be a quick stop to look at some jewelry. If you're new here, welcome in. I'm Kimberly. This is Studio Kimberly, where I curate vintage, fine art, and collectibles, and a lot of jewelry. I hope you'll consider subscribing while you're here, and make sure you click that notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming thrifting adventures. Most of what I pick up today will be available in my online shop at StudioKimberly.com, and that'll be listed in the description box down below. And with that, let's go thrifting. Starting on the dishes aisle, like I said, this particular Goodwill does not have a very large home goods sections, which some do. I would say it's maybe 1/10 of the store. So it's much smaller than you might be used to. I have found a few cool pieces in here, but it can be pretty thin from time to time. So look at this dish set. Boy, this is very 70s. I really do like it though. That color is such a beautiful rich brown. So they have everything kind of bundled up and individually priced. Like these are 2 small coffee cups and they're $6.98 for 2. Oh, and look at these. They even have a little sulky cups right there. Pretty set. I love that color. Looks like someone donated a set of collector plates. Aren't those cute? So you've got the whole set here. Let me see. They might be individually priced. Yeah, so, set of 5 for $14.98. That is really, really inexpensive for this Goodwill. So a set of these 5 plates. So there's 4 small ones. I've got one in my hand and then one large one. It kind of looks like a pasta platter. That's really a good price for a cute set of plates if this is your cup of tea. Oh, look at this. Look at the little honeybee on the honey jar. That's so sweet. And then it has a matching teapot with the little honeybee on the top as well. I think that's very cute. So the honey pot is $2.98 and the teapot is $4.98. Actually, those are pretty good prices for here. I'm wondering if they have gotten a little softer with their pricing because in the past it's been really wild as far as pretty high prices for a Goodwill. Look at these horses. There's 2 of them. You know, I live in horse country here, so we get a lot of horse, decor items. So it looks like this was a hand piece or a craft project. You know what? They're bookends. Isn't that funny? $4.98. So I'm wondering if they have them priced separately. Yeah, they're $4.98 each, but look. They're bookends. Those are kind of fun. This is a pretty pattern. Very vintage. So this is Noritake China. And let's see. They have it priced 6-piece set of Noritake for $24.98. So it has this serving dish right here. 3 plates, a large platter, this little creamer, and then some smaller plates here. I love that pattern. Isn't that just so very pretty? And that gold is metallic. Just a pretty pattern from Noritake. Here's a very cool brass watering can. Isn't that cute? It's not very big, but it sure is stinking cute, isn't it? In really, really good shape. So they're asking $6.98 for it. I really do like that. That's pretty doggone cute. So this is the mug collection here. Honestly, this is one thing I think what we should never, ever buy at retail is coffee mugs. I think if we took all the inventory of every thrift shop in the country, we'd be good for mugs for a long time. Now here's a collection. So there's 3 of them. So is that a monk? Oh, it's a monk. I think that's a beer stein. See how he's taking the beer out of the little keg there? I think that's not a coffee mug. I think that's a beer stein. And then they have this right here. Wow, $2.98 per mug. That's a little steep in my mind. Here's a couple of corn on the cob holders. Remember these when you would take your corn on the cob and put the little pegs on each side that went into the corn on the cob so you could spin it around in the butter? They have 2 little depression glass. Well, they're almost like parfait cups. I don't think they're drinking glasses. And they're $2.98 each. Here's a very neat vintage canister set. And all 4 are here, and they're in really good shape. They start at $2.98, and this one's $3.98. That's probably $4.98 and $5.98. So a neat set of vintage canisters. In good condition. If anybody wants them, they're here. Come and grab them. Here's a cute little brass bell. Only the little dingy thing on the inside is gone. But it's kind of a neat little decor item. Solid brass. Okay, you guys have to help me out. What is this? It's a little ceramic piece. Has a sailboat motif on it. So that's the underneath. I have no idea what that is. Help me out, you guys. So it has little areas for a cutout there. Why do I think it has something to do with tape? So tell me down in the comments. They want $2.98 for it, but I don't even know what it is. So this is the metal aisle. It's fairly full, but the metal only goes around halfway down, and then it's kind of a miscellaneous area after that. All right, this is pretty neat. This is actually a silver tray. So this is really beautiful. It has a great patina on it. And the reason it's so cool is look at those feet underneath it. That would be such a pretty decor item, particularly with the finish on it over the years. It's fairly substantial. In other words, it's well made and very solid. They want $4.98. So I think I'm going to put that in the cart. I just think it's very, very cool. I'm scoring on the silver today. Look at this neat tray and look at that handle. This is very cool. So perfect for nuts or little treats at a party. I really like this. Has a nice patina. They're asking $2.98. I really like that. I'm going to put it in the cart and think about it. What do you think? Would you guys get this? I really want to get that and put that next to my coffee pot. Isn't that cute? Mornings are made for coffee in my world. Here's a piece that you might overlook if you're out shopping, but I have seen these up on walls, and they're really cool. They really do add a different type of, just aesthetic to a space because they're a little bit 3D, and they just pop up a wall, particularly if it's way up high. It's just a cool little touch. So this one is $4.98. I'm not going to get it because it's kind of big to ship. But, oh my gosh, if you come across one of these and they're priced well, you might want to think about it because they really do look very cool when they're installed. Here's a neat thing to pick up if you see them. These are risers, And you can use them underneath your decorative pots or decorative sculptures just to add a little bit of height to them and a little bit of elegance. So these are all priced at $2.98. And if you go to buy risers at retail, they're really expensive. So this is a great little selection of risers. I'm not going to get them because I don't really need them right now. But when you see them, take a look because they could be a good value. This is a neat little tea light holder. It's all glass for 3 tea lights. And look at the base. So it sits and looks pretty cool on the tabletop. They want $3.98 for it. It's kind of neat. Here's a little nativity set. So they have everyone here except it looks like the baby Jesus. But the rest of the gang is counted for. These are so neat for the countertop. Just to put, lemon water or something like that in them. This one is in good shape. It's clear glass, and they're asking $8.98. So if you're looking for one of those, that's a good value. I always like to take a look at, the linens and tablecloths, just in case there's something here that's vintage that someone's been hanging on to and finally decided they wanted to get it out of the house. Some of the things, the embroidered things or handcrafted pieces are so cool. Look, these are kind of neat. These are napkins. And these feel like cotton. That really nice fabric. Oh, these feel really good. If that was my color palette, I might think about that. So they have the mark for $5.98. And it looks like there's almost 10 of them, which I think is a great price. So I'm walking into a place called Sensible Furnishings. I have not been in here before, so I don't know if it's just furniture. Oh, no, it's not. It's like a full thrift store. Wow, this is exciting. Okay, so here's a layout. I had not even heard about this. So they say it's an upscale resale store. And I'll give us just a little view of the whole store. So they have little sections: boutique, man cave, kitchen, crafts. Ooh, this is going to be fun. Look at that platter. Isn't it gorgeous? It's really huge. So here's my hand. I love that color. And then the trim, a little chicken in the middle. Isn't that pretty? They're asking $6 for it. Look at the little chicken trivet. Isn't that cute? They have it on a little plate stand. Very vintage and pretty sweet. Oh, I guess this is Chickenville right here. Look at that one. Look at that hand painting in the middle for $5. And then right next to it is another one for $5. Gorgeous. Look at this. Isn't this cool? That's a Horner Verde in case for $200. Wow. I can't believe I have never been here or heard about it before today. This platter is so cool. It's almost like a mosaic in that this glass is inlaid. And then look at the detail on the edging. Isn't that beautiful? So this would be perfect for a decor item. It's huge. Look at the size of it on that table. And they're asking $20 for it. I think that's a great one. Here's a really cool handmade ceramic bowl. Oh my gosh, I love it. This is slab work. So this was not done on a wheel. This is done, just by hand. And you can see the artist's signature is on the bottom. I'm not picking it up because it's super heavy. But look at how pretty that glaze is. around the exterior and then the interior. I love that. They're asking $10. Oh, that's so very pretty. Someone needs to tell me what this is. So it's on a swivel. So it goes, goes around and around. And then it has this little thing here that moves back and forth. Is it for a game, like a card game or something? That's really cool. They're asking $2 for it. It's wood, but I have no idea what it is. These are beautiful candle holders. And this amber glass. Very vintage. So they want $6 each. Those are so pretty. It just takes the candle to another level to have the color glass. Really neat. And then they have some cool other little pieces here. All super reasonably priced. Here's a cool brass lamp with a square shade. That's a nice one. And then they have a good selection of lamps. Look at this. Long glass. Isn't that pretty? And the shade looks pretty good. They're asking $26 for that. Very unique. And then more lamps over here. They actually have 3 more brass lamps. What do they price them at? Oh, $10. No shade. So this one is $6. This one in the back is $8. So great prices. No shades, but they're all in great condition. This is the wall of artwork. I just looked at a few pieces. Look at this one. This is pretty sweet. It's actually a print. I think it's a print and it's artist signed for $3. It's a little sewing scene with scissors and pincushion. Cute. Oh my gosh. Look at these. These are so vintage. This is hand embroidered on very old cloth. Oh my gosh. And they're framed and there's 2 of them. Oh, look at the handwork on these. These are so old. So this is Old Williamsburg. Okay, both of them are Old Williamsburg. Different scenes. There they are together. Oh, those are amazing. So it's antique Williamsburg embroidery. $50. Well, I guess they're half price. So that would be $25 each. Oh my gosh. So $25 each for these. Oof. Aren't those just gorgeous? I might have to think about those. They're just kind of big. They look like 18 by 24. So shipping them could be an issue. But those are so unique. Very cool. Here's a really pretty, very, very old watercolor original. So it says Bart's Sunnyview, San Juan Capistrano. That's in California. So it's Bart's right here, Mission View Capistrano. I'm not sure what the date is on that. They want $30. It's pretty neat. So here's their collection of lampshades and then baskets over here. I'm not seeing anything really unique. There's some pretty baskets, but nothing out of the ordinary. Of course, this one's kind of cool. So lampshades, they have some nice ones too. That black one is gorgeous. And then throw pillows in a crib. Oh, that's a cute way to display them. Isn't that sweet? Look at that wood mirror. Isn't that stunning? They want $40 for it. Oh my gosh, that's such a bargain. Hi. So $40. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I don't think it's wood. It's plastic. That's why it's not expensive. But boy, it sure looks like wood, doesn't it? They really have a great selection of furniture here. And very well displayed and, decorated. Nice little groupings. Here's an interesting piece. It says T. Metcalf and Company, 97% tin content, serving bowl with handles, $25. It's kind of interesting. And then a mug down at the bottom. How much is this? Oh, I don't see any price on it. They have little cubbies here for decor items. This reminds me of when you take your children to preschool, doesn't it? So cute. Another chicken. Oh, it's a little mini globe. Teddy bear light switch holder. $2. Oh, look at this. Little memento of Italy, Rome, $1. Little frame, kind of funny. This is a pretty set. It's glass and I think, oh, is it painted? I guess it's painted. And they have a little dragonfly topped holder there. And a small little silver topped dish. That's cute. Wouldn't that be pretty for rings? That's very sweet. Here's another cubby with decor items in it. This is such a clever idea. A little piece of pottery here. Oh, it's an oil lamp. So there's the wick right there, and you put the oil in the other end. They went $6. They have a really nice clothing section. It's very organized, very put together, very easy to navigate. They have some higher end purses in this case right here. But as you guys know, I am not up on the purse thing. Hopefully I will be at some point. Here's an Hermes bag for $50. That's probably a good buy. I guess you have to know someone to be able to get in here. Pretty display. This is a gorgeous candle holder. Isn't that pretty? It's cut glass. It's $7 for it. So you could use a pillar or a taper, but there's only one. Here are some pretty, I think these are handmade. There's a stamp on the bottom. Aren't those really nice? There's two of them in this set. The glazing is beautiful. And so it looks like they're $6 each. Yeah. Nice set. I love these old brass teapots, and this is a good one. Isn't that pretty? So, no, it's not brass, Kimberly, it's copper. It's a copper teapot. Very vintage. They were asking $20 for it. Oh, I love that. It's just so very cool. Look at this neat glass set. I'm pretty sure this is very vintage. So each glass has a color at the bottom, so you know which one is yours. And it's a whole set. So this would be the ice bucket in the middle, and here's the tray. And unfortunately, it's missing one of the glasses right there. Isn't that cool, though? They want $8 as is, and I'm sure it's because it's missing that one glass, but I love that concept. Fun for a party. They have a little room for crafts. which is a great idea. Lots of frames and ribbon. And it looks like knitting stuff over here. I want to show you this one bucket. Every knitting needle you'd ever need is in that bucket. So this is the kitchen area. It's sort of a room, but it's more like a large cubby where they have just everyday kitchen items. They've got it going on at this store. They really have everything organized so well. Look what I found. They have a full collection of jewelry here. Oh my gosh. This is one of the better collections I've seen. And this is just one side of the counter. There's a whole side on the other side over there where they check out. So I'm going to spend a few minutes and go through this. And then they have bracelets here. And then they have their costume jewelry here. But you know what? You've got to go through the costume jewelry. I have found so many really good pieces in the costume jewelry that weren't costume. So it really does pay to spend the time to look through it. So here's the other side of the counter, the jewelry section. So they have brooches and pins. Here's a collection of watches. And then necklaces down at the bottom. So nothing at the second stop. The most impressive thing, or the coolest thing that I saw that I was thinking about getting, were those two Williamsburg embroidery pieces. They were just so cool, and they would be just wonderful in the right home. They were just a little bit too big, and I thought even at half price that the numbers maybe weren't going to work to resell them, but I did love them. That store is really, really good. And even though I didn't pick anything up today, I'm getting a little bit more discerning or more choosy right now just because, you know, I'm looking for really unique things. I did go through all the jewelry, didn't see anything. There were some 925 pieces, some earrings, but I have a lot of jewelry right now. So I didn't really go down that road. It's exciting to me that they have jewelry, though, and a good selection. So just two pieces from the first stop today, this silver-footed bowl. I love this. I love this because of the silver and then the kind of the modern way these feet come out. So cool. Let's see, I think I paid $4.98 for this one. And then this piece right here. What makes it for me is this handle. This is just really cool to have that. Great for nuts or little candies or something at a party. And I believe this one was $2.98. So really, really happy with both these pieces. And I had a lot of fun. I'm so glad that I found this new thrift store. It's going to be fun to check back in and see what they have in the future. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had a good time. I had a great time. If you did have fun, go ahead and click that thumbs up like button. These two pieces will be up in my online shop at StudioKimberly.com. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next thrift adventure. Bye now.